The King and the Weaver. In a grand kingdom where gold gleamed on every palace wall, King Mensa ruled with pride. He loved fine clothes embroidered with silk and velvet. To him, garments were not just coverings, they were symbols of power. One morning, as he strolled through the marketplace, he spotted a poor weaver named Tano. The man sat by the roadside, quietly threading cotton into simple cloth. His work was slow, his loom old, and his garments plain. The king sneered. "What use is your ragged cloth, weaver? Who would wear such dullness when I, the king, wear robes from foreign lands? You waste your life on worthless work." Tano bowed his head and replied humbly, "Your Majesty, cloth is not only for glory but also for shelter. Even the humblest fabric can save a man's dignity one day." The king laughed loudly, and the market joined in, mocking the poor weaver. Humiliated, Tano returned to his corner and continued weaving in silence. Months passed. The kingdom prepared for a great festival, where kings from neighboring lands would gather. On the morning of the celebration, disaster struck. The king's royal robe, embroidered with gold, was eaten through by moths. Every garment in his treasury had been ruined. The palace erupted in panic. Servants scurried, tailors despaired, and the king roared in fury. "I cannot appear naked before kings. What shame this would bring to my throne." Then a servant whispered, "Your Majesty, there is one man who still weaves, though you once mocked him." With no choice, the king summoned Tano. The humble weaver brought his plain cotton cloth. It was not decorated with jewels, nor did it shine like silk. But it was strong, clean, and perfectly woven. The king reluctantly wore it to the festival. To his surprise, the visiting rulers praised the robe. "How wise you are, King Mensa," they said, "to wear cloth that shows humility and honors your own people's work." The king was silent. He remembered his cruel words to Tano in the market and felt shame burn within him. That evening, he went to the weaver's hut and knelt before him. "Forgive me, Tano. I disrespected your craft, but today your hand saved my throne. From this day forth, no craft shall be mocked in my kingdom, for every worker holds power." The weaver, with tears in his eyes, replied, "Majesty, a king's crown may shine, but it is the thread of common hands that holds his kingdom together." Moral: never disrespect humble work, for one day it may save you when pride cannot.